The rain was relentless, tapping against the window in steady rhythms. Emma sat at her desk, her eyes tired from the endless scrolling of her phone. It had been weeks since her fiancé Caleb died in a crash. The funeral was still fresh in her mind, the empty casket lowering into the ground. No body, no closure. Her friends had been persistent, urging her to move on or find someone new. But nothing could fill the void left by Caleb. Then one evening, as if by fate, Emma discovered an invitation-only dating app called Matched. The app was sleek, black, and minimalist, with an eerie tagline: "We don't find your match, we summon them." Emma hesitated, feeling the strange pull to try it. She had nothing left to lose. She downloaded it. The first thing she noticed was the personalized questionnaire. It was nothing like the usual "what's your favorite color?" nonsense. These questions were odd. Do you believe your soulmate can return? What would you do to be with them forever? Would you welcome back someone who's gone if you had the chance? She was about to close the app when it pinged. "You've been matched." Her heart skipped. Cale. The photo looked like Caleb. No, it was Caleb. Same dark eyes, same crooked smile, but there was something wrong about it. The photo seemed slightly out of focus, as if it had been taken from a distance, from somewhere, not here. She clicked it. The chat was already open. His first message: "I've missed you, Emma." She froze. Her fingers hovered over the screen, the words feeling too familiar. A tear rolled down her cheek. How did he know? How could he know? They exchanged messages for hours. It was him. She was certain of it. He talked about the music they loved, the trips they planned, even private jokes no one else could possibly know. But each message felt colder than the last, more distant, like something in his words had shifted. They began to sound more like commands than conversations. At night, she noticed things moving around her apartment, things she hadn't left in places. A chair out of place, a picture frame crooked. She was certain she'd put everything exactly where it was. She couldn't sleep. Every time she closed her eyes, she felt watched. Her phone buzzed. A new message from Cale. "You haven't been answering me, Emma. Don't you want me back?" Her stomach dropped. The phone glowed in the dark, casting eerie shadows on the walls. As she reached for it, her thumb brushed against the screen, but the message vanished, replaced by an image. Her own face, staring back at her, but the reflection was distorted, too pale, too still. The next morning, Emma went to Caleb's grave. She hadn't been in weeks. The cemetery was quiet, the air thick with fog. She stood there, staring at the headstone with no body beneath it. Her phone buzzed again. Matched. New match, Cale. This time, something was different. She opened the app. The screen flickered, and the image of Caleb's photo faded into something else. A blurred version of Caleb, eyes hollow, mouth stretched into an impossible grin. The background was pure darkness. Her heart pounded. "I'm not gone. I'll never leave you." Suddenly, she heard a low, guttural whisper behind her. "Emma." She spun around. Nothing. Only the empty graveyard. Her breath caught in her throat. The whisper wasn't in her ears. It was inside her head, coming from the phone. Emma ran. That night, as she sat in her apartment trembling, the phone buzzed once more. "You can't escape me, Emma. I'm closer than you think." She looked at her reflection in the dark window. It was normal, at first. Then it shifted, just a little. Her reflection smiled back. She whipped around, but her reflection remained, frozen in place. The phone buzzed again, and she couldn't ignore it. She reached for the screen, only to see a new photo. It was her, sleeping, her eyes closed, body tangled in the sheets. And there, at the foot of the bed, Caleb, or whatever had taken his place. His shadow loomed over her, no longer the man she once knew. The message popped up. "Come back to me, Emma. I'll never let you go." Her reflection now tilted its head, the smile widening. "Come home, Emma." The reflection whispered, and her own lips moved without her control, echoing the same words. Suddenly, The reflection stepped out of the mirror, its hand reaching for her, cold and dead. Her reflection was no longer her own. The lights flickered. A loud bang came from the bathroom, followed by a slow, dragging sound. Emma backed away, but the floor beneath her feet was suddenly cold, unnaturally cold. She opened the bathroom door and froze. There, in the mirror, was Caleb's face, staring back at her, eyes hollow, skin rotting away. The reflection grinned wider, its lips parting to reveal sharp, blackened teeth. It wasn't Caleb anymore. It was something worse. The thing in the mirror spoke with her voice. "I'm here, forever." The phone rang. No caller ID. Emma couldn't stop herself. She answered. From the other side, Caleb's voice whispered, "I told you, you can't escape me." Emma screamed, but no sound came. She could feel cold fingers on her neck, pulling her closer to the mirror. Her reflection grinned wider, stepping out of the glass and into her reality. It was no longer her. It was Caleb. It was the thing that took him. The phone screen glowed one last time, showing Emma's face as a new matched, and below it, Caleb's twisted, decayed smile. The screen flickered. Emma was gone. The phone buzzes. A new match request appears, this time with someone else's photo, the face staring back at the camera, eyes wide with terror. The final scene shows a new user receiving the invitation from Match the app with the tagline, "We don't find your match, we summon them." The screen glitches again, and the voice of Caleb echoes, "We're waiting." I know how this is going to sound, but everything I'm about to tell you really happened, and I think I'm next. Or maybe I already was. Maybe I just don't know it yet. My name is Rachel Hale. I'm 28. I moved to a new city 6 months ago after a bad breakup, one of those relationships where you forget who you were before them. Starting fresh, you know? New apartment, new job, no friends. I spent most nights alone, working late, watching shows, and yes, swiping. Dating apps became my routine. Not even to meet people, really. Just something to do. A dopamine hit, a distraction. Then one night, around 2:30 a.m., something weird happened. I was half asleep, scrolling on my phone, when I saw an app I didn't recognize. It was already installed. A black icon with a pulsing red heart, no name. When I tapped it, the screen went black. Then one line appeared. "Someone is looking for you." I waited for it to load, thinking it was some glitchy ad, but instead, a profile showed up. Just one. Name, Elias, no bio. One photo. He was sitting in the dark, half lit by what looked like a street lamp. Pale skin, sharp jaw, eyes completely black. Not edited, just voids. His mouth was the worst part, like a smile captured mid-movement, blurred. Too wide. I stared at it for too long. Then a message popped up. "You're exactly what I've been searching for." I thought it was some creepy spam bot. I tried to exit, but the app wouldn't close. My screen froze, then glitched. Then another message came through. "Don't go. I'm already here." I dropped my phone. I told myself it was just a dream. I'd been sleep deprived before. It happens. Until the next night. At 3:13 a.m., my phone, now powered off and charging across the room, lit up and buzzed. It turned itself on. I walked over and my lock screen was already bypassed. The app was open again. This time the message said, "You looked peaceful tonight. You talk in your sleep." I froze. I live alone. The door was locked, no windows open. Then a photo loaded. It was me, in bed, taken from above. You know those moments where your brain doesn't react with fear, just pure confusion? That was me. I stood there staring at a picture that couldn't exist. I didn't remember taking it. There was no timer, and I don't own a second phone. That day, I installed antivirus apps, wiped my phone, changed every password. I slept with the lights on. I even went to the police. They said it was probably a hacker, someone using my webcam or smart devices. They told me to disable everything. So I did. Still, the next night, 3:13 a.m., my TV turned on. Volume maxed out. Static. Then a voice, soft, male, familiar. Rachel, I couldn't move. Don't be scared. You matched with me. I pulled the plug from the wall. The TV stayed on for 3 more seconds. Then the screen shattered. Not cracked, shattered. No one could explain it. I uninstalled every app, got a flip phone, switched apartments. I did everything you're supposed to do. For a while, it stopped. Until last night. I woke up at 3:13 a.m. again. Only this time, I wasn't alone. I didn't see him. I didn't hear him. I felt him. You know when you're being watched? That cold, crawling awareness on the back of your neck? That feeling filled the entire room like fog. I turned my head slowly toward the mirror across from my bed, and my reflection was still asleep. It was still lying down. I was sitting up. I couldn't breathe. I stood and walked toward the mirror, but my reflection didn't follow. It just lay there still, eyes shut. Then it smiled, slowly. My smile, but wrong, unnatural. And then it opened its eyes. Black, empty, like Elias's. Then it whispered, but not with my voice, with his. You're not the first, but you'll be the last. This morning I checked my new phone. No apps installed, clean, except one. A black icon, no name, just a pulsing red heart. And a notification. Your profile is now live. Rachel, 28, active now. I tried to uninstall it. I factory reset the phone. But it's still there. And now, I keep getting matches.